Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree. Alright, it's been a few days since I played this. What happened last time? Well, let's see. The dancer was revealed, the cat's out of the bag, and none other than Akaza revealed it, of all things. I thought maybe we would like bump into like Riku or something getting changed. Because Riku was like trying his wholehearted, whole heart just trying to keep his secret from Byakuya. Yeah, but then Akaza's like, enough of this. Let's just get this out in the open. But then there's also some other roadblocks in Byakuya's potential romance with Riku. Because, yeah, he's abstaining. He is not allowed to touch a woman until he's 30 to keep his purity. I guess that like somehow affects Batsu, or I don't know, maybe some like weird tradition. But yeah, maybe Byakuya's probably gonna be like, and I took that personally, and it's gonna like try to break that rule for him. I'm assuming in this round, because yeah, we're not waiting till he's 30. I don't think Olympia can't even wait till she's 30. They want her to get married fast and start having babies. All right, anywho, start the next chapter, the Lunar fairy tale. So yeah, maybe we'll get to learn more about the Lunar Fairy, like the men that would go to the island to become like one-night husbands for the women of the white. They kind of like mentioned it like briefly, but maybe they'll go into more detail in this chapter. All right, now we have Yellow Chamberlain. What do you want?
Lady Olympia, a moment please.
Oh, is there something you need? Doma's Chamberlain hurriedly ran towards me just as I was about to leave the manor.
It's regarding tonight's performance. The master asked that you arrive earlier than usual, regardless of the sun's state.
Okay, this is like kind of a recurring event. Although this time we're not like dating anyone, so not like shouldn't have like a time crunch unless we're like delivering a lot of letters. Understood. I'll return before nightfall. Until then, I wonder if Riku will watch us dance.
Please stay safe.
Alright, so are we going to get our letters? Oh, hi, Akaza. Kinda odd to just bump into you while walking. Good morning. Going to Yomi, I presume. Akaza approached me as I waited for a carriage outside of the Yellow District. Good morning to you too. I'm heading there now. And you? I have some business to attend to at the military. I should return by the time you come to have the letters inspected. I do hope I have letters to inspect today. As we continue to have a casual chat. Watch out! Huh? Oh? What's going on? A nearby horse pulling a carriage kicked its front legs high in the air. Are we like about what? Akaza forcefully pulled me into his arms and turned to cover me with a wall behind my back. Alright, why is this stressful music just like, come on. Are we like getting run down by a carriage, or is like someone trying to kidnap us by like throwing a carriage like in our way?
I'm terribly sorry. The horse has been nervous today. Please forgive me.
Don't apologize. Be careful next time.
I'm truly sorry.
The carriage sped off in a hurry. Okay. That was random. I thought like, oh god, are we like about to get kidnapped again by this like random carriage? But it's just like an accident. I breathed a sigh of relief. And the like stressful music, please stop now. Thank you for saving me, but would you mind letting me go? Oh no, we're like in Akaza's embrace. You gotta let me go, dude. Like, this ain't your route. You're not allowed to embrace me here. Maybe you're in your route. This feels familiar. Alright, in the prologue. Saved us from crazy man. He's been protecting me like this all along. Oh no, you're gonna start swooning for him. Wrong route. Are you alright? I just bumped my nose against the wall. My sincere apologies. I will do better to protect you next time. Oh, I'm gonna protect her little nose this time. I hope there won't be a need to protect me. With how much trouble you get into. I wouldn't mind having a guard on us at all times. Akaza, you're the director of the Kotowari. What's the meaning of this? Out in the open? Oh no, Riku. Wait, this is a misunderstanding. We're not flirting here. He just protected me from the carriage, although he probably didn't see that part. Huh? It was another day, not off to a good start. Riku's shoulders were shaking as he glared at us, so no. The hull monitor caught us holding hands. Riku, it's not what you... This woman was very close to Canon of the Orange at the plaza the other day. Don't lump me with Canon of all people! Just because I talked to a man... Like... Okay. Is he insinuating I'm like... Oh, I must be dating Canon because I talk to Canon. I don't want to be associated with Canon. Huh? And today, you're trying to have your way with her like this. What? Is he like, think we're some sort of like loose woman or something? Wait! You're misunderstanding things! He's just holding me in an embrace, that's it. What's more, Kuroba of the Black claims that she is his lover as well. Oh, Kuroba. Okay, Kuroba didn't help. Kuroba's just pulling your leg! Oh no. I mean, we did date him in another route, but I'm pretty sure in this instant it was just Kuroba just teasing you. Oh no. He's gonna think we're some sort of loose woman! What? The Byakuya is like... hardly even knows a man. She's like barely integrated herself in society. It's actually uptight soldiers that don't belong here in the slightest. So go home. As her lover, I'll make sure she gets home safely. Oh god, was this in the prologue? I don't remember Kuroba saying this. It must have been in the prologue, maybe. Like, when we were first getting introduced to everyone. Kuroba! You just made a joke. I don't think Riku understands jokes. He's as naive as Byakuya. Don't tell me you actually took that as fact. I cannot believe someone like Olympia would truly accept a man from the Black, but hey, then let's not be discriminatory. I mean, we're not dating him, but still. If she's toying with the men around her, that is a serious matter. Oh no, he's gonna think I'm some sort of man-eater. Riku, beware, you're next. What? I didn't know where to start. We're gonna... That's right, fine. Let's just lean into it. Like, we're some sort of man-eater. We're gonna take away your purity, Riku, that you're trying to uphold till 30. Riku's eyes narrowed coldly as I stuttered. I was at a complete loss. But yeah, you're being kind of rude. You're being kind of rude to a young woman who's like... like, he hasn't like caught us doing anything. I mean, I guess like some misunderstandings. Alright. Looks like we're embracing Akaza. Kuroba, whatever. Kuroba just says words. But Canon? I was just talking to Canon. Alright, anyway. What a... shameless woman. Shameless? It felt like hundreds of icicles pierced my heart. How dare you? My fingers grew cold and my breath caught in my throat. Oh man, this kinda hurts. Oh man, yeah, this kinda hurts. Like, I didn't mean it that way, but now she's being insulted just because she happened to get close. She happened to get into close proximity to a man. Like, what do you want us to do? Like, lock ourselves in a box? Riku, you have misunderstood. Do not deceive me, my friend. As director of the Kotowari, you should know about the man who was killed by the women of the White. Wait, what? Huh? You're putting yourself in danger by being near her. Wake up already. Wait. I mean, women of the white, like, they know Batsu, right? To protect themselves, so, like, wouldn't it just because, like, the woman felt like she was in danger? Riku, that's enough of your insults. What? So that's how he sees me. Aw. Sees her as some sort of, like, man-eater, woman, murder monster who can use Batsu. The back of my eyes grew hot, and as the tears stung, I began to get choked up. Why did you do that? Why did you make her feel that way? That's very mean. Ah. Please? Excuse me? You made a girl cry. I covered my face with my hand and ran away. Called her a whore. Hey, wait. Stop! Don't you dare follow me! I don't want to see anyone! If you come after me, I'll have Lady Amaterasu curse you both! Oh no, don't invoke her. There might actually be a curse. Then don't be rash. Don't jump into any whirlpools. Take out your anger on Lord Tsukuyomi. Wait, what? Was that his way of trying to cheer me up? Unable to say anything more, I quickly boarded a nearby carriage. Let's not run until... let's not run anywhere where there's, like, no people. Riku, of all people. What the hell was that about? I just... Are you angry, maybe? Are you jealous? Said things you didn't mean? But yeah, that kind of hurts, like, on a personal level. Like, I remember, like, I like, never dated anyone, and then, like, when I first started dating, like, my first boyfriend, like, I pretty much got called, like, a whore. I was like, what? I'm like 22, like, dating my first boyfriend, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I didn't even do anything with him yet. I was like, just started dating, and it's like, now you're just calling me loose, so like, I can't do anything, I guess. Tsukuyomi, are you here? Well, you really did come to yell at him. My pitiful voice echoed through his hermitage. Tsukuyomi? The windows and doors were all wide open, and his dies were left open on his desk. Is he home? The fire was burning in the hearth, but he was nowhere to be found. Okay. Huh? I didn't know you were here. I guess I just, like, rushed in. Wonder where Tsukuyomi is. Like, the door wasn't locked, we just walked in. I returned to the bathhouse to find Camellia sweeping the floors. Were you crying? What happened? Have you seen Tsukuyomi? If he wasn't at Naraku, then he's probably taking a walk somewhere. Lately, he's been telling Lord Yosoga and me that he's going to Tenyo Island, so he shouldn't be away long. Is it just a quick trip? Just across the whirlpools? I see. Thank you. Your eyes are swollen. You were crying, weren't you? Did someone tease you? Yeah, they caused it like a terrible insult for a woman. Who did this to you? Let's make them pay. It's alright. It's nothing, really. Unable to hide my reddened eyes from her, I could only force a smile. I can't hold back any longer. If she says any more kind words, I'm going to spill out everything inside me. Really, I'll be okay. I'll be fine by tomorrow. Huh? Well, I'll see you later. She just wants to be alone. I get it. I guess, like, you don't want to spill those feelings. You want to be strong. Tsukiyomi is such a dummy. Of all the times to leave. I know it wasn't Tenyo Island's fault, but I gave a hard glare as I looked out across the sea. Maybe if we glare hard enough, you'll notice. Do not deceive me, my friend. As director of the Kotowari, you should know about the man who was killed by the women of the White. He probably deserved it. You're putting yourself in danger by being near her. Wake up already. I somehow held back my tears.
Look how white she is. She's so creepy.
Since I was little, everyone here looked at me like I was some sort of strange creature.
It is important to preserve the white, but as with the other women on Tenyo Island, you can only bond with the man you crave with all your heart. When touched by a man you do not trust.
Tsukiyomi didn't make himself clear. But it seemed to me that someone on the island used Batsu to take someone's life in the past. Like maybe they like forced themselves on her. Maybe that's what everyone on the island thinks too, even if they don't say it outright. I mean, it almost makes it seem like they're spirited away, right? If they get taken to that island on Tenyo Island, but like they never come back. Which means my time at the plaza. Is it impossible for me, a white from Tenyo Island, to ever be loved? Riku? I knew deep down already. If it had been a mere stranger in the plaza who had said it, it wouldn't be so painful. Yeah, it's like someone you like, someone you trust. It just hurts all the more. It's because he said it. I know Akazo told me not to, but I feel like I could just swim out to the whirlpools now and drown myself. Of course, I knew I couldn't do that. I needed to find a husband and somehow preserve the white bloodline. But I don't want to look for a husband anymore. Don't cry. Tears trickle down my cheeks. I hope Riku feels ashamed of himself. There's no one around, so it should be fine if I let myself cry here. I kicked the sand in frustration when... Oh, Fuso! Lady Olympia. I was almost expecting Jigen, because Jigen usually comes to the shoreline. We got the other old man. What on earth has happened? It's nothing. Nothing at all. I was called a whore by the man that we like, by our crush. From the looks on your face, that is difficult to believe. I hurriedly took out my handkerchief to dry my tears. It really is nothing. Fuso looked at me, then at the ocean. He smiled serenely. The ocean will hear your words, but it cannot answer back. If you do not mind this old man, you can talk to him. Fuso's mulberry-colored eyes were kind. I could tell that he really cared about me. I said Fuso has to be like her grandpa or something. Come to think of it, Fuso was talking to me before about Tenyo Island. In a frail attempt to ease my tension, I asked him. Someone told me the women of Tenyo Island killed someone. Have you heard about that before? The person who told you that is mistaken. Oh, does he know more deets? I mean, I assume probably have men go there every year, so maybe some of the details might be muddled, just kind of depending on what year it happened. Huh? He showed not the slightest hint of deception. He looked at me with gentle eyes. It has been some time since the Lunar Ferry last journeyed to the island. I suppose the story has been distorted. Fuso looked at Tenyo Island with nostalgia and then turned his sights back to me. I recall you telling me that you've been to Tenyo Island. I don't know what the Lunar Ferry is, but if you know anything about it or Tenyo Island, please tell me. I saw a shy glimmer of light in his eyes. Oh, a shy glimmer. It's like, oh, he's thinking about, like, his love on the island happened so many years ago, but it's like, still making him, like, feel embarrassed just thinking about it. During the full moon, a mysterious boat departed from Tengu Island to Tenyo Island. I will never forget that night, when I saw the large yellow moon above the shrine gate. Did the Lunar Ferry come? Indeed. In the morning, a white flower is placed on the doorstep of a man on the island. A white mouse delivers this flower. A white mouse? Daifuku. If you head to a certain cave with the flower in hand, you'll find a boat awaiting you. That boat takes you to Tenyo Island. Wait. I know you're not lying to me, but there weren't any men on the island. That is true. No males are born to the women of Tenyo Island, and none are allowed to live there. But the women are unable to bear children alone. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, they get one-night husbands. Children? Oh, Tsukiyomi? Can you tell me where I can find my papa?
The goddess who sleeps on this island hates men.
You mean Lady Amaterasu?
Indeed, the goddess of the sun, Amaterasu. Which is why if a man is ever found living here, she awakens in anger and brings forth disaster. Your father sought to remain here as well, but he incurred her wrath and drowned in the sea.
Wait, what? Did he die? I can't see him anymore?
No, not anymore.
Poor Papa. Oh man, wait, really? Did he die? Did our dad die? I thought maybe, like... I really thought, like, oh, he must be still living on the island, and I really thought, like, maybe Lord Doba is actually, like, Byakuya's dad this whole time. Like, based off... I mean, he's kind of cruel, but... he still kind of, like, looks out for her as well, just, like, in a very bitter way. But yeah, is Tsukiyomi telling the truth, or is he pulling our leg here? My back is just like, poor Papa, he drowned. My mother saved my father when he washed up on shore, and she fell in love with him. My governess taught me how children were born the day I first had my menarche. Oh, her period. So I just assumed that the women of the island simply found their mates by chance, like my mother did. Just like we're just waiting on the beach, waiting for a man to shore up. So I was the husband to one of the women of the island. Oh. I felt as though I would break down in tears again. Like another connection. But it wasn't because of sorrow. It was from the joy of meeting someone connected to Tenyo Island. A person who was actually married to someone on the island. There's no one left there. Even if we weren't connected by blood, I felt I had finally found someone from my family. It is said that once you leave the island, all your memories disappear. Oddly, I was able to retain a fragment of my memories from that time. I was diagnosed with Haku when I was 17, and I have the unsightly mark to prove it. Huh? Oh, but you lived. I married when I was 20, but she was terrified at the sight of my body. Her fear prevented her from touching me, even with one finger. Really? Oh, or like your own wife. But then you found a second wife, island wife, who just loved you for who you were. Soon enough, I found myself living alone. When I discovered the flower on my doorstep, I thought I was dreaming. No, perhaps it really was only a dream. None of the men who returned from the island remembered anything, which is why I kept what I knew a secret. It was truly a dream filled with happiness, so you had to feel some like very brief, like happy marriage life. The only person who loved and embraced me was my wife on Tenyo Island. He spoke lovingly, in a deep respect of her. Even now, he must still see his wife in his mind, smiling beautifully at him. You really did go to Tenyo Island. Fuso and I both looked out at the island. An island that looks so close, yet so far away. I like Fuso. I really wish they should have made a portrait for him. Okay, so he has some sort of, like, a bodily mark. I don't know if it, like, disfigured him. I mean, he's like, old, so, like, he's probably, like, a hunched-over man, but... Very few know about Tenyo Island and the White. And even fewer know about that sad incident. The Red Calamity. You said it was sad. Hearing Fuso say it was more than enough to console me. Yeah, it's like... You probably, like, wonder, like, as he got older, it's like, I wonder if my wife is still there on that island. Just, like, gaze out and maybe, like, think of her, but, like, when the Red Calamity happened, that's, like, pretty much news saying, like, oh, your wife died. Like, probably, like, broke him. There's nothing for you to be afraid of. As the last remaining white, you must live with pride. I wiped the tears from my eyes again when suddenly... Hi! Welcome back!
My dear child, I'm sorry to have been away.
Ah!
It seems I returned just as you left. Camellia was rather angry at me.
Lord Tsukiyomi, it has been a while. Fuso bowed in respect. Unlike me, you have not aged at all in 40 years, Lord Tsukiyomi.
I still remember you very well, Fuso of the Fuchsia. One who was loved and was loved.
Please forgive me for sharing my old stories with Lady Olympia. I know it is strange to say, but she feels almost like a granddaughter to me. Perhaps I was not blessed with children, though I know I am unworthy of the fragile bond I shared with the White. Familial bond, a strong connection shared among members of a family. Men who have children with the women of Tenyo Island sometimes retain a connection to the island even after departing. Yeah, like in the form of, it's like in the form of children, but that they unfortunately never get to know, but... Oh, I really do hope you would let me think of you as my grandfather. I mean, you could be. Fuso's expression looked so forlorn that I couldn't help but exclaim my thoughts. Ah? Oh? I'm sorry if that was sudden. My parents passed away, and the only one I can call family is Tsukiyomi. So I'd be happy to have a grandfather in my life. When I read about them in books, I always felt sad to know I didn't have one. So if you don't mind, I'd love it if you would consider it. Consider it? To be your grandfather? I do not deserve such an honor. Please don't say that. I'm just a normal girl. And I want to have a grandfather. You're gonna be my grandpa or else. I suddenly felt embarrassed speaking to him as though I was some entitled child. Well, I guess I'm not that normal, but I'd be honored to be your granddaughter. He covered his face with his hands and began to shake. Oh, do we like another moment of happiness for this poor old man? Goddess of the sun, Amaterasu. I have been blessed with another day I shall never forget. The day I gained a grandchild. Tsukiyomi quietly looked on at Fuso. He wore his usual calm smile. Lady Olympia, I heard you were in search of a husband. And perhaps your tears from earlier were because of that. But everything will be fine. I know you'll find a good person. The other half of your soul. His words filled my heart with so much love that I couldn't speak right away. Thank you. I'm sorry for worrying you, but I'm feeling much better now. I have searched this beach for years to find something I could treasure. And today I have. Perhaps my wife who sleeps on that island has brought me here today. No. The waves bring forth what one seeks. Well, I should let you go for now. If you see me anywhere, please call out to me. Yes, I'm sure I'll see you again at the plaza. He walked away, turning around a number of times to bow when Tsukiyomi began to speak.
I see your tears have dried.
Fuso, grandfather shared a lot of things with me today. He acquired grandpa.
I assume there is much to share. You are now 18 years old and ready to find your mate. Now then, it is my turn to tell you a story. No males are born on the island. As such, the only way to preserve the white is to bring men from outside the island. Of course, the marriage is not forced on either party. The boat simply brings men to the island. It just so happened that Fuso's soulmate was a woman of the white, which is why he still retains his memory of her, unlike the others.
Tsukiyomi, do you know how happy I am now? I left that island when I was little, so I don't know much about the island or the people who live there. But now I've finally met another person. Someone I can call my family.
Your Your father and mother were deeply in love with each other as well.
My mother said the same thing. She wants me to find my true love and live as happily as she did. That the other half of my soul must be out there somewhere. And she told me that she knew I'd do well because I take after my father. My mother would scold me if she found out I was crying right now.
So, are you feeling better?
I am. I'll go and apologize to Camellia first thing tomorrow.
Then I shall return to Yomi. Come and visit me anytime.
Alright, gotta learn about the Lunar Ferry. More about Fusou. That's sweet. That was a nice story. What a day. After the encounter on the beach, I went to Yomi and found a letter to deliver to the Red District. When I was finished, I went back to the manor. Daifuku! Could it be that your grandfather delivered those flowers?
Yes, that's our clan's duty.
I'm sure you don't know what I'm saying.
I do know. I know exactly what you're saying.
I said I was fine back then, but now that I was alone, I was beginning to remember what happened earlier this morning. My husband. I was sure it wasn't him. But thinking about it was making me feel even more depressed. I have another performance tonight, so I should start preparing. I need to focus. Focus! I returned to my room when... Lady Olympia, Lord Riku of the Blue is here to see you. Oh, is he coming to apologize? How dare he? Just shun the man. I mean, well, why else would he visit? Like, he usually never, like, he wouldn't have a reason to come out to the Yellow District. I don't believe he has an appointment. Do you wish to see him now? I'll see him, or else the route won't go anywhere. I'll see him. Now he feels bad. Alright, he said some mean things. But yeah, that's probably his naivete and his pride speaking. I apologize. I know I should have sent a messenger ahead of me. That's fine. About this morning, I apologize. I instinctively took a step back. Akaza has spoken to me since then about you. I said such horrible things out of my own ignorance. There's no excuse for my behavior. I know, let's not have this mindset, Riku. But yeah, you hurt poor Byakuya. He's so young. My words can never be unspoken now. I have insulted your pride. Well, at least he's apologizing. He came all this way out here, probably eating away at him, realizing he said something dumb. I do not deserve your forgiveness, but I needed to convey my regret. I am truly sorry. As Riku of the Blue, I must express my heartfelt apologies. Please forgive me. Riku straightened his back and bowed deeply to me. I could sense from him a deep and sincere remorse. It has been some time since the Lunar Ferry last journeyed to the island. I suppose the story has been distorted. We didn't really, we didn't hear the story of, like, the man who died on the island, right? I mean, we're assuming that he probably tried to force himself on a woman, and they probably used Batsu. We're about the same age. I can't say I know everything about the past, so I doubt he knows everything either. If you'll excuse me. Huh? Is that all you came here to say? I wish to apologize in person, not by letter, and it would be wrong of me to take up much more of your time. Well, I guess that's just being polite, and we don't want to see him go, do we? Even though he was mean to you. He hurt you. He hurt your little fragile, innocent heart. It really is just like him. I will not make any excuses. It is all my fault. He was so honest. He never looked away from me, and there was a hint in his eyes that he was reprimanding himself even now. Now then, I should get going. He gave an even more respectful bow to me than before, then turned to leave the room. Wait! After a few seconds of tremendous hesitation, I finally spoke. Oh, since you came all the way down here, why don't you have some tea with me? Ah? It would be terribly rude of me to allow you to leave without showing my hospitality. Of course, I'm not, forcing you. This was so embarrassing. I didn't realize that it took just as much courage to jump into a whirlpool as it did to offer someone a cup of tea. Tea? Very well. Just a cup then, if you won't mind. So certainly. Oh god, they're so awkward. After rushing off to ask one of the maids to prepare the tea, I noticed Riku looking at the bookshelf. The collection you have here is impressive. I suppose I shouldn't expect less from Lord Doma. You told me I can read anything in here. Not long ago, sitting here reading books all day was the only thing I did. I heard about that. So when the news came that you were looking for a husband, everyone in the military was excited, and... No, I suppose you don't care to know that. It's fine. I mean, it's true, I am looking for a husband. Saying it to him directly was embarrassing. Or maybe I was just feeling nervous at the sight of him here in the manor. So, have you found any candidates? This is so frustrating. Can't seem to calm my nerves. I'm gonna be like, well, you're at the top right now, Riku. This is awkward. You just... I mean, it kind of feels like schoolyard, like almost schoolyard bullying. Like, he probably likes her. But it's like, when you like, when school kids like someone, they like push them or like call them a poopy head, but like they really like that person. They just want them to pay attention to them, even if it's negative attention. I could barely look him in the eye. Every word he spoke flustered me. I can talk about my search for a husband with anyone else but him. Do you want to be a candidate? That's the answer. Do you wanna be on my list? Do you want to be a candidate? Huh? Blushing. What are you saying, Byakuya? He has to abstain until he's 30. Huh? Huh? His reaction was much stronger than I expected, and I ended up exclaiming and surprised myself. That's not a joke you should make lightly. It wasn't really a joke. I'm very sorry. Don't say that to anyone else. They'll misunderstand your intentions. Okay, so we'll only say it to you. How could I possibly keep calm when the person in front of me wasn't calm himself? No, don't get your hopes up. He can't marry until he's 30 years old, and he'll probably choose someone who can bear children of the blue. There's no way he can be my husband. Let's not talk about your search for a husband. You're the one who brought it up. By the way, you aren't getting too friendly with that Hizushi, are you? Wait, what? Oh wait, are you talking about Kaina? I was like, oh no, does he know about Satsuki? You mean Kaina? We're not very close, but I do consider him a friend. There you go again. I'm not causing you any trouble, though. Like, Kaina's not a love interest. It seems he wasn't convinced. Then again, he didn't seem to want to discuss it further and took a sip of his tea. That's right. I must ask. Why did you begin your delivery service? Ah! Come to think of it, I haven't told you about it in detail. There is a need by the residents to communicate with each other. That was your reason, correct? I recall that is what you said when you first showed me your permit. I just wanted to do what I could. What? I've been living in Doma's Manor for 13 years, ever since I arrived here from Tenyo Island. He didn't force me to stay inside, but I just kept to myself. But after coming out and walking among the people, I discovered many new things. I found good people living down in Yomi, the place where everyone says to stay away from. Yeah, she has no prejudice, so just like sees the good in people where she can. The Red Calamity and Doma's hand. Those incidents cast a dark shadow over me. But I want to keep my eyes forward instead of retreating back in fear. Even if I can't exactly meet his eyes now. I know I am Olympia. As someone born on Tenyo Island, it is my duty to worship Lady Amaterasu and protect the sun. But it wasn't a decision I made myself. All I'm doing is fulfilling the role that was given to me upon birth. His body seemed to twitch. But that's not what I want. I wanted to do something that came from my own ideas, even if it was something small. It was then that I realized how fun it is to do things of your own accord. All the better if it's something that can bring about change, no matter how little. A change to this island. It's silent. So I do hope you'll continue to allow me through Kunado. He frowned at me a bit, then turned his face away, blushing. You don't like that, do you? You would still do it even if I opposed. You have a cause on your side, after all. In any case, just make sure you don't go against Lord Hiroko or the military. I assure you I won't. Alright, we're not no coups, no revolutions. I swear. He gulped down the remaining tea in his cup, then stood up from his seat. Now then, do you mind if I take my leave? I'm sorry to have kept you so long. Thank you very much for coming today. Well, good luck with your deliveries tomorrow. He finally gave in. I can't stop me. You can only watch me. Excuse me. Wait. Let me see you out to the gate. No, she's like using every excuse to like stay next to him. You didn't need to come out here. It's my way of showing thanks for your visit tonight, even though you called me horrible things earlier today. There's no need to thank me. This was due to my own mistakes. It takes a big man to own up to your mistakes. He really is serious about himself. It doesn't bother me anymore, so please don't let it bother you either. Fine. I understand. That's right. I need to dance tonight. Watch me dance. Oh, I'm thinking about his dance. But it would be a bit embarrassing to have another dancer watch me. I don't really want to ask him to come see me on stage. I'm gonna get embarrassed. You might mess up. What if you see him in the crowd? Oh, please do your best at work. What? So suddenly. Oh, I just wanted to say that. Doing my best is a requirement. It is my role, after all. Well, you do your best, too. I will. Well, now then, please excuse me. Alright, march along, little soldier boy. I watched his back as he departed. The smell of the gardenias in bloom was strangely sweet tonight. Come to think of it, I wonder if Riku's ever seen me dance on stage before. Probably not. No, we didn't invite him to come watch us. Kind of sad. Alright, 2 dancers. Well, maybe we'll dance later, I guess. Maybe we'll dance not on stage. Maybe we'll just dance together. What did that sound? Well, we'll have to find out what that sound is in the next episode. Alrighty. Well, yeah. Kinda some negative points for Riku, but he apologized, so yeah. I mean, he did something bad, but like, it came from a place of, he didn't understand his feelings. Came from a place of like naivete. I feel like he's just like completely misunderstanding the situation and not really trying to understand Olympia or Byakuya. In his eyes, she's still Olympia, like the doll, right? Not many people know her name. Like Byakuya doesn't know the real her. All right. Anywho, this chapter's almost going for an hour. Yeah, I do want to keep going, but gotta take a little break. Yeah, so we will continue the next chapter in the next episode. I hope you guys are having a nice, calm, and relaxing time. A little stressed out. About, like, Riku just thinking of, like, bad memories. I kind of feel for Byakuya. Like, I kind of feel like I was like in the same boat too. But oh well, it's all in the past. All right. Well, yeah. Hope you guys are having a calm and relaxing time, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.